Discipline is the gateway. Everything you want is on the other side. Every life has a doorway. Some pass through it with hesitation, waiting for permission, waiting for perfect conditions. Others push through with urgency, without apology, without doubt. The difference between those who achieve and those who settle is not luck, talent, or circumstance. It is discipline. Discipline is the quiet force that shapes thought, aligns action, and transforms desire into reality. It is the gateway to everything you claim to want. Yet most people avoid it, confuse it with restriction, or dismiss it as unpleasant. They will chase inspiration, trends, or fleeting motivation, but they will not commit to the consistent, often invisible work that actually delivers results. Napoleon Hill wrote that lack of discipline is the single greatest obstacle between desire and its fulfillment. Study the lives of those who changed the world, and a pattern emerges. Edison, after thousands of failed experiments, maintained the discipline to test again and again. Ford persisted through ridicule, bankruptcy, and betrayal because his actions were disciplined, not conditional. Disney built a universe of imagination while the world laughed, because he disciplined his hours, his skills, and his focus before the applause arrived. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. It liberates the mind from chaos, distraction, and indecision. Without it, ideas remain dreams, visions remain sketches, and potential remains unclaimed. The gateway begins with the mind. Discipline is first a commitment to thought. It is choosing what to dwell on, what to feed, and what to expel. Every day, countless thoughts arrive uninvited, some empowering, most limiting. Weak minds allow fear, doubt, and comparison to roam freely. Disciplined minds select carefully. They nurture belief, clarity, and focus. They guard the inner conversation as fiercely as generals guard territory. Thought discipline is invisible, but its impact is undeniable. It determines whether effort compounds into momentum or dissipates into chaos. Belief is the next threshold. Discipline without belief becomes mechanical, joyless, and fleeting. Belief without discipline remains fragile, collapses under pressure, and produces no result. Together, they create an unstoppable engine. Belief amplifies action. Discipline channels it. Edison believed he could illuminate the world. His belief would have been meaningless without the disciplined repetition of trial after trial. Lincoln believed in the survival of a nation. Without the disciplined study, strategizing, and perseverance, that belief might have remained a wish. The world only rewards those who combine both, the inner certainty of purpose and the outer consistency of execution. Clarity sharpens the gateway further. Discipline forces you to decide what matters and eliminate what does not. Weak minds chase every distraction, respond to every demand, and dilute effort. Strong minds focus. Carnegie studied relentlessly, focusing on business strategy while his peers squandered hours on gossip and social approval. Focused clarity is what allows you to see the path forward even when obstacles loom large. It converts scattered energy into directed force. It transforms chaos into architecture. Without clarity, discipline falters because effort becomes random, ineffective, or misaligned with desire. Vision is the compass that guides discipline. Discipline alone is effort without direction. Vision gives effort meaning, endurance, and resilience. Walt Disney envisioned worlds that did not exist. Without the disciplined translation of those visions into sketches, models, and strategies, imagination would have faded into frustration. Vision stretches the mind beyond comfort. It transforms today's struggle into tomorrow's triumph. It is the lens through which sacrifice becomes investment and labor becomes legacy. The disciplined mind works today not for temporary reward, but for the future that vision has already sketched in certainty. Purpose gives both clarity and vision gravity. It anchors discipline in significance. Purpose answers the inevitable question that arises when discomfort strikes. Why endure? Why persist? Why resist the temptation to quit? Weak minds drift without purpose, flinching from pressure, succumbing to distraction, losing momentum. Disciplined minds lean into purpose, understanding that each repetition, each small action, each uncomfortable hour is building the life they intend to claim. Purpose turns labor into meaning, and meaning transforms sacrifice into joy. Action is where discipline becomes visible. Thoughts, belief, clarity, vision, and purpose converge in the work that moves you forward. Action does not wait for inspiration. It does not depend on mood. It is consistent, deliberate, and inevitable. Ford did not wait to feel confident before building cars. He acted, and confidence followed. Edison did not wait for clarity before testing experiments. He acted, and clarity emerged through repetition. Discipline removes hesitation. It replaces reaction with choice, indecision with movement, and fear with momentum. Gratitude stabilizes this process. The disciplined mind is often misunderstood, isolated, or unrecognized. Gratitude prevents this from turning into bitterness. It keeps ambition from becoming desperation. It anchors the mind in acknowledgement of progress, no matter how invisible. It celebrates the effort itself, recognizing that each disciplined action is a brick in the foundation of eventual triumph. Gratitude transforms discipline from obligation into a privilege, a daily practice that compounds into both skill and resilience. Adaptability ensures that discipline remains effective. The world is unpredictable. Methods fail. Obstacles appear. Plans shift. The disciplined mind does not rigidly cling to one path. It learns, adjusts, and evolves while maintaining the alignment of focus, vision, and purpose. Edison adapted his techniques. Lincoln adapted his strategies. Disney adapted his creative models. Adaptability keeps discipline from stagnating, ensuring that effort remains directed toward actual progress rather than ritual. Resilience is the inevitable byproduct. Discipline trains the mind to endure discomfort, rejection, and delay without collapsing. Weak minds retreat at the first obstacle. Strong minds press forward because endurance has been practiced, refined, and habituated. Resilience turns pressure into refinement, resistance into redirection, and delay into preparation. Every failure becomes feedback. Every setback becomes strategy. Every moment of fatigue becomes training. And this is where the gateway completes itself. Discipline does not promise ease, popularity, or immediate reward. It promises alignment of thought, belief, action, and purpose. The world cannot deny the person who consistently shows up, who refines daily, who executes relentlessly. Everything you want, wealth, mastery, freedom, influence, impact, sits on the other side of discipline. It does not negotiate. It does not reward shortcuts. It is neutral, impartial, unyielding. But for those who choose it, it opens doors that no one else can force. Because discipline is more than effort. Discipline is sovereignty over self. Discipline is the force that converts desire into reality. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you are capable of becoming. And once you step through it, the life you have imagined is no longer optional. It is inevitable.